Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to the world's radio show. This is Ham Radio Live. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Thank you for supporting it through Patreon and PayPal. Your generous donations keep the channel going and help to keep it alive. And today's a very special show. This is a special show to thank each and every one of you for the donations and the kindness you've shown to be able to do something so profound. We're going to turn that Yaesu FTDX 10 on for the very first time. I hope you enjoy it. As a group, certainly we have looked forward to and I think earned this moment. Hi everybody, a very happy Saturday. It is June 19th, 2021. Thank you so much for coming. It's early in the morning here, 2:32. Have the radio finally all hooked up. Whew, been a while, but there it is, still with the plastic on it. So we'll just get rid of that right now because I know we got plastic haters out there. Plastic is gone. There's that plastic number one. Plastic number two. Work on getting that taken off too. And there's that plastic gone. All right, there we go. So there is a brand new Yaesu FTDX 10 that my wife and brother actually purchased me for a birthday present back a little over a week ago, well, almost 2 weeks ago now. It's been about 2 weeks. And really just very, very grateful to have it. And take a look at hand-wise, not really big. This is very similar to the 991A. A lot better in sensitivity and selectivity, though. So we'll see how well everything goes tonight. We'll turn it on for the first time. We'll show you some settings that you can start your FTDX 10 with, also show you the mouse that will work with it. And on this radio, I think it's really important because the dimensions of the transceiver itself are such that the control buttons are extremely close to the VFO and the extra control knob you have on the outer ring right here. Literally, the Logitech M310 mouse, that's the one you want. So this is the M310. Let me get to the camera. Comes in 3 different colors. You get it in blue, red, or black. All 3 will work brilliantly with this transceiver. What you do is when you first get the mouse, you'll have the wireless dongle, which will go in this little hole right here next to the battery. You'll have a battery, you pull out the little plastic covering, and away it goes. You don't have to set anything up in the radio whatsoever. It just works right out of the box. So we'll go through the initial settings on the rig and we'll see how well it hears for the first time on the show. Thank you. Thank you for making this moment happen for me. I really do mean that, okay? If you'd like to get an amateur radio, we would love to have you. We really would. Contact a local radio club near you, or if you don't know of one, find a national one. Here's one. The American Radio Relay League. They can help you. Just hit the Contact Us bar. Contact them at www.arrl.org. They will help you find a radio club near you. If you're in Europe, contact the Radio Society of Great Britain at www.rsgb.org. In Germany, find the DARC website, DARC, okay? They will help you find a radio club. And they're wonderful at helping people to get on the air. Hit them at the Contact Us link. Across the ocean in Australia, Wireless Institute of Australia can be found www.wia.org. Great mates down there. They'll help you out to get you in. Gunter, welcome to the house from Germany. DK5ONV, great YouTube show here that he does quite a bit of DX work on. Gunter, welcome. It's good to have you here tonight. Thank you for being here. I really sincerely mean that. All right, so let's take a look at it. Here is the Yaesu FTDX 10. This is the cheapest transceiver I could purchase that has a video out port for it. So we can show directly the YouTube feed straight off of this screen. Okay, let me show you how that's done. The first thing, we'll turn the radio on here so you can see it. First time we got it turned on. It's on just the generic starting screen, and it starts up at 7 megahertz. All right, so you can already see some signals popping up, and what we want to do first is take a look at the function settings, right? There's no waterfall here, and you can change the waterfall color. There's so many sections, little settings we can do on this. but we're just going to worry about a few right now, okay? First, the level, okay? This is the dB level that comes into the front of the transceiver. So we're just going to turn it down a little bit, turn it up a little bit, so we get a little more of a waterfall, and we start to see a little more of the intensity that's at the top of the screen here, above the line. So that gives us a little bit more of a feel for what the bands look like. But that doesn't help you guys out very much, does it? Because you can't see the screen. Well, we can help you. So what you do to get the external display to work is you hit the function key, all right? And then you go down to display setting, hit external monitor. You want pixel size that's going to fit whatever monitor you're using. In this case, to go onto YouTube, I need 800 by 600. So I'll select 800 by 600 and I will turn the external display on. Okay, so that should give us now this, a screen right to the computer. So now I'll hit the back button that's on the radio so we can get you to the waterfall and you'll be able to see everything that's going on the screen right now. Okay, so we'll back it up just a little bit and we'll get you back to a nice waterfall screen. Okay, this also does have the 3D waterfall. I have found that really personally to be a personal preference. To me, it's useless, but some people like the look of it, and that's great. Hey, it's whatever you like, right? One of the things that this radio has out of the box that I think is a shortcoming is when you try and use it right out of the box and transmit with it, because some people see that the power level meter just does not show the amount of power it should show coming out, you know, of the transmitter. It's quite a bit lower, okay? And there's a reason for that. Let me get you the function key. I'm gonna hit the function key real quick and I'll show you real quick, right? The mic gain starts here on the rig at the mouse pointer. You take a look at the mouse pointer moving around. It's at 20, okay? The processor's off. AMC level, I've already set this part here. I guess it's 60. So there you go, 60. If you turn on the mic gain and you pump it up, you bring it up to 65 on this rig. So you want it 65, all right? And then bring your processing up. That's going to make a tremendous difference in this radio because it starts at 0. Literally, they have it set at 0 from the factory. Start at 75. All right, that's going to make a big difference. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move up the band and we're going to get into the voice portion. Here in North America, we have to be above 7.128 to be able to transmit on voice. And we'll take a quick look. I've always got a little RFI error there around 7140. So here's 7157. And what I'll do real quick is I will tune and we'll first tune the rig. We'll see how well it does with that. And I'll show you the power output. It does make a big difference, but first we'll tune it. And my goodness, thank you so much for all coming tonight. It's very, very late, but I know early in Europe and stuff. Let's see, Gunter, looks like it's hot up there in Oregon. Yeah, it is in the south. Yeah, the central and south part of the state's pretty hot. We're in the mid to upper 80s here. So thank you for coming again, Gunter. It's great. Yeah, this is the second one. First one I hated to sell. I really did. I didn't want to stay in that deal, but I stayed in it because, yeah, I made the deal. Good morning to you, NC Photos. Good morning. Whiskey 2, Charlie Sierra, India. Wow. Great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Thank you for coming. It's an honor to have you. And my brother Bob is here, courtesy of WIFI. Thank you, Bob, for coming. All right. So when you first get the rig, let's just back it off to where you start. Okay. So you start with AMC at 0. Really? No, sorry, at 10. All right. You start with the mic gain at 20. And we'll turn some sound up here. All right, mic gain's at 20. You start always with a preamp on at amp 1, which you don't want on 40 at all. So you turn the amp off. Okay, you want that off. Next thing you want to do is the processor's completely off. All right, so let's take a look at the power meter here as we transmit. And we're going to go ahead. What we're going to do is I'm going to transmit, and you can see on the meter here, we're going to transmit at 100 watts. Take a look at up here on the power meter, and you'll see what I'm talking about, that it just doesn't have any punch. You don't see much of a power meter, you know, that looks like it's a 100 watt transceiver. Okay. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. That's it. That's exactly what it looks like when you open the box. That's it. All right. So changes that you make. All right. Mic gain. For me's 65. All right. So my mic gain's at 65. All right. Next, I'll turn my AMC level up to 65. All right. Next, I'll move my processor, I'll actually turn it on, and I'll move it to 75. It works, just works. My signal report's been great with it. So let's watch the power meter now. Same 100 watts, okay? Is this frequency available? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. See the difference? Huge. It's like night and day. And it gives you the opportunity to all of a sudden be heard versus being barely heard. So that's one of the things I'll tell you that the 101D, the 101MP, the FTDX 10 all have in common. They come out of the box that way. So it is one of those things that's kind of normal for them. Let's take a quick listen on 40. And by the way, you're using the Gray Line Performance flagpole antenna this evening. It's a little bit of the worked all states net just finishing up there. Let's hear a little bit. And noise floor, that's pretty accurate for North America right now on 40, right about S3. So that's good. All right. And I did check 20 on the SDR, but we'll take a look at it. And there's two ways to change it. You can hit the band button or you can hit the actual 7, turn the VFO and turn it up till it's at 14. And then it'll stop and you'll be all of a sudden at 14,193. So it's going to leave you at the same megahertz that it's going to bump the megahertz up, but it's going to leave everything else the same. So your kilohertz and kilocycle is going to be the same. So I don't think we're going to hear anything on 20 this late here, but we'll take a listen and we'll move it up to upper side. Here we go. In fact, let me get a little bit of gain on it. This is just putting some RF gain on the front end so we can get a little bit of waterfall and see if we can find any trails. That's all it's about. If we can find or see any trails, and we know that there's somebody out there that the radio can hear, and right now I don't think there's going to be much. There is somebody right here. Take a look. See that? Right in there. So somebody's here. Let's take a look real quick. We'll see if they transmit again. Again, this is 20 meters. There's also someone right here. Interestingly enough, right there. Let's listen. See if we can hear him. Now I don't have any DSP on whatsoever. There's just nothing. This is just flat the radio. All right, so 40 is really not there. Let's take a quick look down here on 75. So we'll go, why not? So we'll go 75, and we'll see if we can maybe get up here. This is going to take forever, so we'll move to just right there. And that makes it so much simpler. So let's move up here to 8075. We'll see if maybe we can hear somebody to say a quick hello. It is a little low on the flagpole to make a call at this frequency, but we'll see. Never know. Hang on. By the way, Tom here says he's going to be on 20 and 17 today. So look for Tom. His call sign, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. He's a tough one to get. So that's Bahrain, okay? Listen for him on 20 and 17 today. Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. That's a real good one. He's heading out to work the bands in an hour. It's the first time in a month for him, so he's hungry. He's saying cheers, and Tom, the very best to you too. Thank you, my friend, and I mean that, and you know what I'm talking about, so thank you. Gunter going to be on tonight, Greyline DX, about 1700 UTC. Look for him first. I believe, Gunter, you're probably going to be working, I'm going to guess, 20 to start with, right? 20 meters. You'll probably start there and work in 40, most likely. And if you are, just put on the screen. Gunter is real good at working, DX, and he loves it. He has a passion for it. His call sign is Delta Kilo 5 Oscar November Victor. Find him on 20 and 40 tonight, most likely. He'll be there, and he usually stays up all night long. He's just a fantastic person who does ZX. Okay, back to the rig. Let's take a look. Again, 75. Just got somebody here. Strong signal.
One of the smart people, I forgot, somebody in charge or everybody knew said golf was a good walk ruined.
Well, you got a systematic attitude,
I don't know. It's so difficult.
We're trying tune here. We're going to go down just a few and make sure we're not tuning on top of anybody. So let's tune it, and we'll see if we can get a quick hello to them. This one, again, is short for this. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and just move our mode. We're just going to come out of LSP for a moment, and we'll do a CW tone at 30 watts. That way the antenna can, sorry, not the antenna, but the transmitter can tune the tuner at a power level that the tuner is comfortable with. So you're going to hear some clicking outside, and that's going to be just simply for the tuner, okay? So it's tuning. And there we go. Let's take a look here at SWR. Look at that. It's 1-0. And that's because of the MFJ 998RT. It just does a wonderful fast job out there. Really does. All right. Let's listen now. We're going to turn off the preamp again. They turn the preamp on every single frequency here. So again, we were at 37 and change. So how we move down, I'm not sure, but we'll move back up. We're at 38 and change, actually. So 38. I think we're at 3,900 even. So let me quickly rocket up as fast as I can. Again, no settings yet done on the radio. This is literally out of the box. So I wanted you guys to share that moment with me because, by gosh, you gave it to me. And I really wanted you to be able to share it with me, okay? That was so important to me. All right, so we're going to tune again here just to make sure I did it correctly. And we'll go back to CW. And there you go. See the SWR that quick. That's the MFJ 998RT right at the flagpole tuning the antenna. That's it. So we'll stay here. Excuse me. There we go. And we'll move it back here to lower side. And we'll go back to the frequency there, 3,900. And hopefully they hear us. Again, very short antenna to work 75.
Unless you're that good, right? But for the average person here, it means money golfing. So these people put out some interesting YouTube videos to promote their point of view.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Most of that stuff I'm curious that page if you want to look it up.
What's your call again?
Let's get the power up.
Juliet 7 Oscar.
KG7 OZT, hold on.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
There's somebody trying to break.
I'm going to turn the noise reduction just a little bit.
Is someone trying to break in here?
Kilo 7 Hotel November. QSL, nice to meet you. My name is Larry, Lima Alpha, Romeo Yankee, QTH, Independence, Oregon. You're on Ham Radio Live on YouTube. We help to teach ham radio to people here on the channel. And I just wanted to make a quick hello to you folks. How's my signal report there? You're coming at a 5x7 here into Oregon.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Larry, I was able to copy you, but you're very, very right here. Thanks for the hello and all that. Let's see. Anybody else here, Larry?
Okay, very good. Well, I appreciate that. Again, 5-7 here, 57 here into Independence, Oregon. What's your QTH, over?
Okay. All right.
I barely hear him. I know he's out there. I barely hear him, Sam, but I know he's out there.
All right.
Yeah, he's very weak here. At first I thought it was Hawaii.
And I got the link for the Robin Williams golf. Thank you. I'll check it out.
All right.
Well, Robin Williams had his own genius, and that's why I guess he needed to end it early. A lot of guys like that or that way.
You know, they said in the reports from the family that he was
And that's okay. Sometimes you just don't make it. 80, it's tough for this.
at that time that he probably didn't even know what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know the whole detail. I have a friend who knew him and got to actually have dinner with him.
It's a middle of a net, sounds like, or a group of guys. So let's move over here real quick, and we'll see if we can say hello to these guys right here.
Okay, watching the output and the input, and that looks okay right there. We'll see how that sounds. Let me turn it down one more. Okay, that looks good. NO6CL testing, 1, 2, 3, and test. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sounds like got an antenna test going there. So I don't want to mess with those guys. They're doing their own thing. But that gives you at least a little idea on the FTDX 10. I don't want to make a show and hurt people in terms of doing, a lot of QRM and talking to them about, different things that are, going on when they're trying to have a conversation with each other. It's just not the right thing to do in ham radio. So anyway, I appreciate you coming, and I really appreciate you giving me the chance to do this. That's the radio coming out for the first time, showing it to you and turning it on and sharing the moment with you. Now, I need to be pretty honest with you. I did this originally, and I had to replicate it. And the reason I did, I had a little problem with the way things rendered out. So I redid it. But please understand, this really is basically the first time. I mean, that everything got to go. And it was the first time that some call was made that someone at least heard. And you got to share in that. And you should have, because you helped make this possible. The reason I call this the world's radio show is because the world paid for the computer to make the show go out over the YouTube channel, man. That's why it's here. It's because of all of you. Thank you. That allowed me to keep the radio and allowed me to be able to share it and hopefully help more people to get into amateur radio. Thank you for what you did. You did some amazing stuff. And a big thank you at the end of the day. My goodness. I gotta pull this up real quick because it hit me and it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Joe McConaughey out of Washington State. Joe, thank you to you and your wife. You guys just were amazing today. Thank you. All of you who gave were. All of you. Thank you. And for the folks that are going on Patreon, or if you're on PayPal, I mean, the things that happen here, the things that I need help with, typically financially, because I'm on disability here, that's my income, is the audio gear, okay? When that breaks, needs to be replaced, especially if it's a preamp, that needs to be done. I'm on, everything's used. Everything I have is used here. I bought it Guitar Center used, so that's what it is. I've already lost the mic exciter. If I turn the mic exciter on, it'll work for a moment, see? Check this out. Mic exciter. Okay, so now CHC not working. So, but see, that's something that would be helpful to have back. But your continued donations help to replace that. That's a big deal to me because my wife was really getting mad at me for the money that I was spending for this stuff. So thank you, sincerely, purely from my heart, for what you did. Thank you. You helped make this all possible. And because of that, this radio is sitting here now powered up, not with a very good camera on it, though. The camera certainly isn't showing it very well there, is it? Sorry about that. There you go. It's just poor lighting today, and I'm sorry. Because of you, this radio shows on the screen. And the honest thing that's really brilliant here that I'm very grateful to share with all of you is that 18 people, I shouldn't say 18 people, that's wrong. 18 licenses have either been obtained or licensed up because of this channel. And I appreciate that. That humbles me more than you know. And you allowing it to continue by helping to support the channel means so much to me. I'll have the support links in the description section. But really, I want to thank you, and I want to share the moment of starting the radio up for the first time and showing you the settings and getting it going and just enjoying that first moment together with you. That's appropriate. I appreciate that very much. All right, real quick. Carl, nice to see you. It's been a while, man. How have you been? I hope you're well. I hope your family is well. It's really good to see you as well. Thank you. NC Photos. He's got a channel on YouTube as well. Find him at NC Photos right here on YouTube. Be good to have him. Also, Michael Harriet. Michael, I think this is the first time you've been here. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. It's really nice to meet you, mate. Thank you. His call sign is Yankee. Oh, sorry. He's from Yeovil, United Kingdom, and I probably said that wrong. Yeovil, UK. Sorry about that if I said that wrong, Michael. I didn't mean to. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. Nikolai from Romania. Hello to you, my friend. How are you? I hope things are well there in Eastern Europe. It's great to see you. Thank you so very, very much for coming today. It does mean a great deal to me. Thank you. All right, folks, we're going to call it a show, and thank you for being here. I want to just take that moment of turning the radio on and just sharing that with you. Because in 4 days, how far we came to pay for the radio that keeps the shows going. I owe you so much more than a thank you. But that's all I have. Thank you, sincerely, from my wife and I for what you've done. Thank you for supporting this channel. And most of all, thank you for the kind comments. They have been humbling beyond words to me. Truly, thank you. I don't know if there'll be a show later today. My wife would love to go to the beach. So I'm not really sure if we're going to have a show. I'll try, but if we can't, okay, we'll see you either Sunday or Monday for sure at 2100 UTC. It'll be a fun show. I think you'll enjoy it. We're also going to have some QSOs with it on a radio that we now have to use because of your kindness. My name is Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Please subscribe to the channel. I don't monetize it. If you'd like to support it in any way, it'd be wonderful if you would. You can do so either on PayPal at CQ Ham Radio Live or on Patreon at Ham Radio Live. If you'd like to get into amateur radio, the RSGB can help you do so. Find them at www.rsgb.org. I'm going to close it from there, my friends. I don't have any sign off for you this evening. It's a little late. I guess it's a little early in the morning, but thanks for being here for the first time to turn the radio on. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. God bless you all. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you soon on Ham Radio Live. Goodbye, everybody.